Everybody wants to be rich, right? Well, the road to getting to seeing $1 million in your bank account one day requires more than just a few lucky investments. Most millionaires are notoriously frugal, and almost all of them point to that quality as one of the biggest factors in their success. For that reason, we comb through countless speeches, interviews, and autobiographies to see what some of the best frugal living tips from these millionaires are. All these tips are helpful, but make sure to watch until the end for what we think is the most essential advice for someone hoping to live right. Buy used. Just because you have the money doesn't mean that you should be spending it. That's what financial guru and eventual millionaire Eileen Davis lived by, and how she saw her bank account balloon faster than she ever expected. Instead of buying a $100 pair of jeans, she would go to the thrift store and get multiple pairs for only $12. The same method was used for cars, and it ended up saving her thousands over time. Living a thriftier lifestyle is often associated with a lack of money. But if you can't get beyond that self-sabotaging mindset, you can enjoy life just as you are now without spending nearly as much to do it. Millionaires don't follow societal expectations and don't see the value in buying expensive items just to show they can. That's just wasting money to show off. Make your money work for you. This piece of frugal life advice comes straight from John Savin, who works with high-income individuals to better save up money via his wealth management company. He suggests to his clients to carry around cash instead of pulling out the credit card for each purchase, and not to buy something if you aren't carrying the amount to pay for it in cash. This is just one way to make your money go farther, and for you to have a better handle on expenditures. The major difference between millionaires and the rest of the population is that they refuse to take unnecessary losses when it comes to money, and are always trying to get the most out of every dollar. Avoid debt like the plague. If you are sinking deeper and deeper into debt, it's going to be almost impossible for you to make enough money to consider yourself a millionaire. Interest there is brutal, and the longer you stretch your loans, the longer you are going to have until you can maximize profit. Most financial experts recommend attacking debt head-on before trying to do things like invest, and this can give people an awful case of FOMO. Don't give in though. Chip away at your debt as quickly as you can, and you'll be better off than the people trying to build up their portfolio while simultaneously racking up debt. They buy their cars and start saving immediately for the next one. Instead of leasing, a frugal person always sees the value in 100% owning their vehicle. Leasing can end up costing you more money in the long term, and it prevents you from having full control over your financial future. Buy the car, and in the meantime, begin putting away money for the next one. By the time you are ready to move on or trade it in, you should have the money ready for your next purchase, and can use the trade-in cash to invest, put off debt, or to put into savings. Cars depreciate in a hurry, and so there is almost never a way to get your money all the way back there. Accepting that and preparing for the financial hit of your next vehicle as soon as you drive off the lot can help you smartly plan for future expenditures. They smartly take advantage of anything the employer offers. This piece of advice has been used by self-made millionaires for years, and it's also one of the simplest tips that you can implement into your life. If you are working for a boss, look at your employee benefits closely and save yourself some money by switching to company policies. This could include medical, dental, legal services, and more depending on the company. Throughout the course of a year, this could save you thousands, and not doing this is a huge missed opportunity. Millionaires typically want to maximize their opportunities, and so don't let this one slip as it creates millionaires annually. Our next living tip is a big one, but before we get to that, if you are enjoying the video so far, please make sure to like the video and subscribe for more videos. Don't do things for clout or superficial value. If you are trying to become a millionaire just so you can show off, then your path is going to be much harder. Trying to keep up with other wealthy individuals can cause your savings and financial security you worked so hard for to vanish, and you're left looking even worse than if you didn't try to keep up in the first place. Most millionaires don't share that perspective either, and as important as anything on this list is becoming comfortable with who you are. We tend to spend money on things when we feel like it will impress people, but it's more important to feel okay being yourself. It might seem like being a millionaire is being flashy or loose with your money, but most people with money actually spend their time protecting and expanding it instead. They are always looking for the next income stream. Passive income is a great way to increase your income without doing anything at all. As you get more and more financially stable, it only makes sense that you are going to want to start diversifying your portfolio, whether that's with stocks, rental properties, or other smart investments. This can be a game changer, and you'll find that money starts to roll in much faster than it once did once you have multiple revenue streams rolling at once. You don't have to wait until you're a millionaire to follow this step though, as the average person can easily take part actually. A simple way to do this is to rent an extra room out to a friend, or even renting out your car or truck when you're at work. The goal here is to achieve a strong passive income influx, so feel free to get creative on this one. They are open to advice and have a trusted inner circle. It's easy for us to fall for the Hollywood version of the millionaire, who commands every room that they enter and tells everyone what to do. While it's important to be confident, and that's a trait commonly found in successful people, that's not usually the case in real life. Truth is, there are things that we excel at and there are things that we simply aren't good at. In these cases, these people turn to those they trust. In many cases, the more money you have, the less time you have to spend on any given investment too. And so having to trust others becomes key for your financial success. There comes a time where you can't do it all on your own. And when that happens, you have to be able to turn to others and have them execute on your vision. They are more focused on maintaining wealth than growing it. The most successful people aren't taking many risks with their money and know how hard it was to get to the point that they made it to now. It makes sense that people want to double down on their success, but it's important to remember how risks don't always pay off and weigh all possibilities before making a decision. If you want to be frugal and you want to maximize your profits, sometimes passing on a risky proposition is better than going for it and possibly losing more than you would ever gain. A great philosophy to take into your life is to treat the money you have with great care and don't put too much on the line to grow it. If you are smart, the money will pile up over time and you will open yourself up to bigger opportunities as that bank account number gets larger and larger. Treat your money like you could lose it all tomorrow. Maybe the best piece of financial advice that you could get from a millionaire is this. Being frugal is just as much about mentality as it is about financial decisions. And treating your money like it could all be gone tomorrow helps a lot of people make clear decisions, if you can believe that. Take the housing market crash in 2008, something that cost many Americans everything. Almost nobody saw that coming, and many people got burned when all they did was make good financial investments. No matter how safe you play things with your money, there's a chance that something wrong could happen. So make sure you have emergency funds and be careful with your money when you can. But also realize that we live in unprecedented times, and sometimes you can do everything right and still have a poor outcome. As soon as you accept this, you actually will be less likely to roll the dice and less prone to second-guessing yourself. We can drive ourselves crazy trying to anticipate every outcome, but as long as you are able to stand by your decisions and explain why you make them, then you are in a better position to make frugal choices than most. And that's all for our frugal living tips from millionaires. In the past, have you been more aggressive or conservative with your money-making opportunities? Let us know in the comments down below. If you learned something new from this video, which we really hope you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos.